in for bring our history. We bring our history because we don't discover, say, people the way they learn from history, they avoid a lot of mistakes. And when they avoid a lot of mistakes as a result of learning from history, where if it don't happen and the people they will make a shipwreck of themselves, as they learn from that history and they avoid the mistakes, the next thing will happen, I say, they will fit for live a peaceable life, a good life, and then they will fulfill the purpose for which God he will create them. I want to let Ambazonians they know, say, God not be create we in this life for come live by war and kill people prematurely. No, that will not be the purpose of God. God he create every man, every woman for a particular reason, and he wants to make the person where he don't create them for that reason, make you fulfill the reason why he create you in this life. Now God he planned that. But you see, a number of people and many people where they don't understand, and of course, many don't want to understand. They don't want for stay, forget that fulfillment where God he create we for fulfill them. Many people they don't want for fulfill them. I don't know whether they don't want to fulfill them. Many no man don't want to die before a time. Even some old men them they don't want to die. And that is why we find our ancestors, they go join the Republic for try to find refuge, for chop the crumbs and destroy our destiny. But we come up with all which way we come up now for alert and for tell the Ambazonian people, say, we will avoid this for the future generations if Jesus Christ a tarry for come. And now only a people like the Ambazonian people to go fit for enter for inside that covenant relationship for live a good standing for their kingdom. Because make I tell we say many people, many, not a few, many people, they don't like they don't like for live a future, a good future for their children. No, many don't like it. But for tell we true, God really wants say an average Ambazonian make leave an inheritance, make leave something for a picking them, where tomorrow they go fit talk say yes, we will get papa. Now, if our forefathers we get way to way we get them today, and they be know way to way we know today. I just say this cry where we cry so where we don't over cry so. This cry no for day. Oh yes, they cry no for day. Why? Because you go understand. They go because they go don't know say we be fight and we give them liberty. But as long as we know we don't fight that time, give them the liberty. That is why we still cry today. And in the course of our crying, we not just want to cry, then fold our hands, give the future to chance. I want to tell Ambazonians and say a lot of misunderstanding there, even outside there. I don't slightly hear some people that they talk say, oh man, they suffer so, man, they walk because Adam and Eve we do this and that the original sin, now they make out. No, when God will create man, he know we give man work as a result of punishment. He tell Adam where Adam never sinned, and he put the man and the woman in the garden to dress it. That was before the sin. He put them for dress the garden. That means for work. So work, it not be sin. Work, it not be punishment. But then, from the Adam and Eve we would talk about, truly speaking, something will happen, and when that thing will happen, of course, the destiny of man, the plan of God for man, it be changed. How? God, he create man for live forever. Just like God, they live forever. God, no, they ever die. That was his purpose. He create man for live forever. But what he happen? Satan can't step in, tell man a lie. Where up till today, many they still believe that lie. Even though most of them call themselves Christians, but they still believe that lie. Now, Amazonians, they happen to be a species of people where honesty, sincerity, and truthfulness will be found in their hearts. To the point that because of their honesty and simplicity, they take them like fools, especially the crafty ones like La Republique. They take Amazonians like fools. But when they tell you, okay, we'll do this to you, just go ahead. You say, yes, sir, and then you go ahead. We all know, we the Amazonians, we all know the promises. When no be only Paul Biya Statham, Ahidjo be vowed in front of the UN, say we will be equal states, we'll be people of equal standing. But what you will see down the line, the Amazonians, they agree, but the crookedness will be there in the hands of France through La Republique, you know, agree. So what would you talk for here about our history? Now for no say, if you be an Amazonian, at this stage where we dey now, so may you open your eyes. Not be all man dey like you. We must say it again and again and again. Amazonians, not everybody you see, it be like you. Many of Amazonians, the way they don't be corrupted, for not be like the true Amazonians. Now the sad story that we will get her. Very sad. Say they no fit dey like the Amazonian man if it really dey. Why? Because they go join a gang of thieves, crooks, evil men. Now, I want to make Amazonian media also understand very clearly. Say Satan get a people them, and Papa God he get a people them. You go recognize the two people them because their actions, not only their words, their actions particularly. That the action way it show whether this man it really be of God or it be of the devil. All of them they talk, and they will talk very well, but the talk cannot be what is important. What will be important that the action where did you put them for ground? You tell me say, we will start this thing together. We don't start them. Now you don't siphon everything, put them for your own house. I want to ask my own. You take gun, point them for me. You say we'll be equal. You will talk your English, maintain your culture, and then I will talk my French, maintain my culture. I agree. I come for join you. The day where I say don't encroach into my culture, I say bilingualism it no more exist. All man give a talk French. If you listen for Musonge, if you listen to Ngute, most all of them, when they are addressing the people for inside La Republique, they talk now, they are French. But meanwhile, they know say will be the same people. Even the one Cameroon where they talk, they don't marginalize, where it be a very clear proof, say there's nothing like one Cameroon. So we bring this history for when I know, say it is so, move wise up. If we don't wise up now, in this age of technology and advancement, I tell you, say, we picking to go wake up tomorrow, curse you. Just like the people, the way they don't compromise, take bribe, or accept the lies of La Republique. Talk say, okay, if we just join them, then begin to buy our guns and they keep them, and then after 20 years, we start the fight again. Massa, are you serious? You be serious, so? Sometimes when I listen to some of these Amazonians, the way they talk, that is, you see either witchcraft in the daytime where they walk in somebody way a get brain, or you see Satan maneuvering. Yes, because a real man in his senses, you know, if he talk say, okay, we'll just pipe down now, we'll just accept peace. We don't hear that thing a long time ago, peace. And the singers of peace, now the way they get enough crumbs for eat from the master's table. they forget about the other one them. Whether they chop or they not chop, whether they get water for drink, they not get water for drink, they forget about them. So now the kind thing that way we say must bring this history, make una hear and they know which way it go on. So doctor, I just want bring this summary and tell the people of Amazonia, say we there for here, no be for condemn them, we there for here, for share which way we fit share with them. And today, being Easter, it form part of the um, um, package we will get them for share. Because if today na Easter, we say come out. Now because we dey commemorate something where it will happen. So that history will happen. Now way they commemorate am every April. They get the month of Easter. And that Easter they signify the love where God will get am. He sent Jesus. He come, he die. People the way they die for them, they be the cause sheep. Just like we fight for Ambazonia now. Some young men where they born them yesterday, they can't talk, say, you old men, what are you people talking? You old men when I don't chop money? You old men? So the same thing will happen. Should we now stop for love them because they don't cause we? No, they because Jesus. That is why this day be very important also for the history. Over to you, doctor.
Yeah, I salute everybody, those at the home fronts, our self-defense men and women in the trenches. We salute all winner. Happy Friday for everybody. Remember, for prayer is the key. Don't forget to pray every day. 2022 years ago, the Lord Jesus died on the cross of Calvary. And that is why in this struggle, the Lord has heard the cries of southern Cameroons, and he decided to take over the whole matter to himself. And that is why we have been having so many good things coming up. And this weekend, you are going to hear a very huge good news. You better go tune in tomorrow when His Excellency President Sako will be coming up for the National Mourning Day, but he's coming with a very big news. I cannot say more than this. It will come with some big news, big good news. So, Amazonia, may we tune for tomorrow. Then on Sunday, for the current affairs, we get the first draft, national emergency draft for Bui County, to support Bui County. And the others week, again, 1 week after, we get another national emergency draft to support Ngo-Ketunjia County. Then the other week, the third week, we'll get national emergency draft for support Ndiam County. Those are the three hotspots, but other hotspots, they will be identified later on. Just as Pastor Commando talked, they take we as fools. I think when that name, they call them Anglo fools. But actually, it's a stereotype. They use the name Anglophone as a derogatory word. Sometimes when person, like he want for be, it will sound good, it will talk something where it will be look good in the people's ears. He say, well, the Anglophone problem. I think it's not Anglophone problem. It's not just Anglophone problem. May I give you an example. This speaking them for the former communication minister, his name Chiroma Issa. He get two daughters or more. And the daughters, they speak English very well. Does that make them, we can say the daughters are Anglophones, but does that make them to be part of us? Nope. It's more than that. We are Southern Cameroonians. That's the first. We are a people. Me will listen am fine because not everybody where they talk English fine, fine. How about the people where they dey for that side where they don't come stay, where Poncha grant them refugee status, they can't stay with we, so they some born picking for where placed. Does that make them to automatically be part of the problem? No, we don't see several times many of those people them they instead being enablers because they still know that they be for other side. And I think where we get to know them very very well. Today we get to go for some things them. We got to go for some things them. You know, Molan John Timbo before he died, he give we a summary. He said that plebiscite for 11 February 1961, it be like knock door. Knock door. Knock door. When you go knock door, you want to marry some person, a Pekin, a daughter, you knock door. Knock door not be enough. Think they see day where you get to see their family, you get to do the dowry and do the customary, they cut this thing after everything before you can sit down, say yes. Now I be married. That is why Molanjo Ditumbo, a singer for Wisote, he say that one come we stay. There are a lot of people like that where they just come. They never knock door, they never pay dowry, they never do anything. They just stay together. Stay together, it not be equal to marriage. And that is what it be for our history say, if it just be stay together, and we will explain that more. You go see said that 11 February plebiscite, they don't change them. They don't change history. They say na youth day. They no one made the generations today. They remember that 11 February na that time where our father they will go for vote. All right. That time I think we were about 6 years old at that time, but we were seeing things, ballot paper flying around. So for that time, the majority of our parents they will vote for join. Even though we've been a very bad listing, Foncha fight, Endele fight for say, may they give the third option, they not agree. No, go ahead. They vote. It been nullified. That 11 February 1961 vote. For 11 February 1961, we vote. All right? Look at what the way the colonial people they do. For April 21st, today now April 15, Good Friday, all right? In 6 days' time, we'll get April 21st. For April 21st, 1961, when United Nations they see that kind of thing, they see the knock door, they say no, they will do another this thing. That one not be enough because that knock door, they want to be sure. So the United Nations then, for according to Resolution 1608, what did they do? They said, "May we go do another at the level of United Nations. May all nations for the world at that time, where they be members, may they vote. 64 nations they vote. Say, may we get independence according to Resolution 1608. 23 nations they vote against. So the majority win the vote. So United Nations don't talk say yes, we get right for get our independence according to Resolution 1608. Guess what? Our neighbor, that colonial people there, they say no. France said no. East Cameroon vote no. That means they don't want that. There's no one they don't already see 11 February result. They say we vote, we say yes, we want join. But they go for United Nations, they say what? They say no. by law, they don't nullify 11 February vote of 1961. That's why when you see them, they talk about youth day, youth day, youth day. You know, say they want for cover something, but nothing no will cover Ambazonia when I listen fine. So that resolution 1608, it give you that right for independent. The vote will become independent. So for the independence, in the United Nations, when after they don't do, they form some committee. The committee of three entities: the United Nations, the United Kingdom, the East Cameroon. Because if we don't get independent a year ago before our plebiscite, that they are independent being at 1st January 1960. Then United Kingdom, Southern Cameroon, and East Cameroon. The United Kingdom, I mean the United Nations, they give the committee. This committee now, they will get the terms of reference, thing where they go do, TOR. What did they go do? They will need for meet together, according to Article 73 of the United Nations Charter. The condition will be to say, may they meet together, may they bring out a constitution where it will be binding on the two entities. That constitution will be Federal Republic Constitution. Number two, may they make treaty of agreement. Britain could witness that treaty. When they don't make that treaty and that constitution, the House of Assembly for Southern Cameroon, they will debate on that constitution for see everything be correct. The House of Assembly for East Cameroon, they will debate on that constitution for see everything be correct. Then Britain, it will with these two people, them, Southern Cameroon leaders and the authorities, the national leaders of East Cameroon, all they will meet together and they will sign book. When they don't sign that book, the national boundaries them, where they combine the two entities now, it will be defined. They will draw that thing them. They will take the constitution, they will take the treaty, they will take the map, the new map now, that it don't combine the two entities. They will come back for United Nations and they could now say, yes, that assignment don't complete. Till today, that homework, they never do them. You know what they do? I just quickly go. It makes some fictitious, fake conference for Fumban. And now that fake conference is still it go hang up now. Now you can see say every time they want anything we do we're concerned with, they will make some. They will say tripartite conference. They will say national dialogue. They will say all kinds of things, but you know the whole water because United Nations still there. That resolution, the resolution, the Article 73 of Resolution 1608 is still there pending. Another thing where we get to know now the now say some man where they call him say Brigadier Gibbons. He will be the first commissioner will be there for Boya, where we represent Britain. When we will be now, when they leave us aside, when our father they walk out from Enugu, they come back for Boya. The first commissioner will come for supervise the work, na Commissioner the Brigadier Gibbons from United Kingdoms. And
Where
this
did we kill
Brigadier
you, no?
Gibbons, huh?
Now you where did we kill him, no?
No, they don't kill him. Brigadier Gibbons,
Okay.
it did go for United Nations anytime where United Nations a day, it represent Southern Cameroons. Southern Cameroon will get a seat at the United Nations. So anything where they want talk for them, now they talk on behalf of Southern Cameroons. Because that time we never get we will get a government already running. We'll get
Yeah.
everything except our independence. Now the after that, where Brigadier Gibbons go, then Commissioner J. O'Field, now he be the last commissioner, where there until September 30th, 1961. And the British ambassador for Yaoundé, a order Commissioner J. O'Field for hand over the instrument of power to Ahijo. You hear, Pastor, this thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
J. O'Field was reluctant because some man, they go make some man, they say may go write book about we. They go write like say, number one, say we'll be small. Number two, say we'll not get enough resources where we feel be like a country.
Mm-hmm.
Now you where they be the dance we will say, okay, they want to say me will join Nigeria, or me will join this thing. But they forget say from 1954 to 1961, 7 years, all the records of the government of Southern Cameroon, they will get budget surplus every year. Budget surplus every year for the 7 years where we govern ourselves for Southern Cameroon. You see the lie where they talk,
Mm-hmm.
they make some money right. But this the J.O. Field, Commissioner J.O. Field, before one go, he said no. Say it don't be for ground, it be there for home front, and he knows say we get enough resources because it get access to this declassified document where our government they get budget surplus every year. Budget surplus. Budget surplus. We don't lack anything at that time. CDCB was running well. Santa Coffee Estate was running well. Producing Marketing Board was running well. Cameroon Bank was
Do
running well. You know, Cameroon Bank being
do
introduced for the time of Poncha.
do tea estate to be the wrong well.
New TS2, toilet tea, come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Brigadier, Mr. J. O'Field, he said, it talked the true thing. He said, no, these people, they
The
get everything.
substitute.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get everything for become independent. But the ambassador, he order sending the hand over. You know, even in the time of Charles de Gaulle, remember Charles de Gaulle makes some remark where history don't note it down. You know what Charles de Gaulle say? Charles de Gaulle say,
Queen.
le règne nous a donné un petit cadeau. Le
Yeah.
règne nous a donné un petit cadeau. Say
That
Her
oppressive
Majesty,
language. Talk about we can talk that oppressive language.
yeah, it also the Her Majesty don't give them a small dash, and that small dash they turn at the 2 cubes of sugar where in that man where they for parliament talk, they say the 2 cubes of sugar have refused to melt. If it been a 1 cube sugar, they go break them to 2 cubes of sugar for age of time. That 2 cubes of sugar, they don't deny, they don't refuse to melt.
Oh, man.
So Nigeria, listen fine now. Nigeria they get their independence for 1st October 1960. Before that independence, the northern Cameroons, they will get 2 plebiscites. And they will get 2 plebiscites they all vote for that two plebiscite, say they want to be them with Nigeria. Nigeria to accept those plebiscites, say yes, they agree, say may Northern Cameroons join with them. And Northern Cameroon, they know they don't ever constitute themselves to any government. So that is what some people that it work and say, oh, how about the Northern Cameroon? They voluntarily they go there and they never get any problem. So Nigeria accept them. So when Nigeria accept them, guess what? For October 1st, 1960, the boundaries, according to international law, the boundaries of Nigeria be redressed to include the Northern Cameroons where they don't join them. So the official boundary of Nigeria be correct today, including the Northern Cameroons where they be there. So they carry the map, the new map, they carry their flag, they carry their constitution, they go for United Nations, go present it, we now be independent Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that side don't get the problem. So some international law there, Ambassador when I listen fine. Because that homework where United Nations will give Britain, Southern Cameroon, and East Cameroon for these three groups for come together, they do everything, bring report back to United Nations. Ajo Mago with France, they not do anything. If Mago go do Fumban conference, they push Britain aside. They not bring Britain into the equation. Now the thing where it worry them. Sometime later on, around 2000, I don't know whether 2004, some United Nations delegation again, they come up with two maps.
Now 2010.
2010. They come up with two maps. They go courtesy call for that man for the Lion King for HOD. Say, Lion King, look, you sit on top a cake of gunpowder. One of these days it will explode. Look at incomplete. You sit. You dinner for your leg, one leg there for this one leg. It will capsize. That boat will capsize. You know if it drive two boats at the same time. They show the Southern Cameroon map, and they show the East Cameroon map for you. Say, nothing will get them for United Nations because that boundary will never be frozen because they don't just get the boundary frozen where they never do anything, any documentation. So by law, we already the international at the United Nations, where our map of Southern Cameroon it be separate from the map of East Cameroon. So it shows that we never get any treaty of union, and that one it confirmed. Pa Njo Litumbe he sing somewhere, he be sing before he die, he say we never get any treaty of union. And he call and say we never get any marriage certificate. Mm-hmm. So no frozen boundary for we, no marriage certificate for we. The assignment where they began did not be complete. The Fumban conference, it be an illegal conference, it be a fake conference, and that is what.
Like just like national dialogue.
Yeah. Before I give you the mic, listen to this one. This is not for 1995. Pa Foncha, Pa Muna, and Ambassador Fossum with 6 lawyers. They come to United Nations, say, one for the man when I say that assignment never be done. No. That assignment never be done. And after they leave United Nations, they carry flags of the United Nations because now, Pastor Commando, you don't know say the United Nations flag for Southern Cameroon never be hoisted down. You know that?
No, I know.
Yeah. So now Union Jack will be hoisted down, and that Union Jack and other instruments they hand it over to Aijo. They say they get sense.
Mhm.
So that delegation they come back. Time when our people they hear say they come back, they go receive them for Mungo. So for Mungo Bridge, they take that picture with United Nations flag. After they take that picture, you know what they do? They plan. They for all the 13 counties, they make a tour of all 13 counties for give our people the United Nations flag. Simply they know say that flag never be lowered down because the business of independence it never be accomplished yet. And guess what? For Chico, they will get some overzealous citizens for that site. They say white flag, white flag. I think on the way to Nkambe, some other person they come out. They say white flag, white flag. I think this this one they call them say Ekelebe. They break them for root and they seize the flag and our boys them they struggle and Foncha can't divide the fight. There's some funny thing. Foncha divided the fight between the Ekelebe and our boys them when they will say they seize the flag, say they don't give the United Nations flag. But anyway, we won because Foncha came and divided the fight and they proceeded to give more of the United Nations flag for Nkambe. Then they go down for Womb. They give the one for Womb. They go for all more everywhere. They get that United Nations flag them there because for the man we say that business it never be finished. And Ponche before the one go 6 feet deep, they make sure say they tell or say even though like Dr. Fallon if we see him, he say something that they were it never be finished. Or if they never be when our future generation they will do, they will finish this one. And guess what? Today's generation is the never again generation. They will finish their business. I'll get some people talk about the flag today. I don't get so much information, but Pastor Commando talk something.
Okay.
You don't hear
Yes.
some things there.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for that history. Thank you very, very much. It make ambassadors the way they still their life. Make they know say the one way they don't go ahead, they need to fight now just some kind vain battle. Like I don't hear some idle people that they talk. Say, oh, if we for allow people to make them be together, if we for, then they ask this one the way they talk, say, if we for allow, who say when a day, bring in your own contribution. They don't get no contribution for give. They just stand on the fence there and they talk. Because they don't know this history way we broke them out today. So Foncha, Muna, and the other lawyers, them, Litumbe, and all these other people, them, where they just cross over. They cross over in the late 90s, call it 2000. So just be about some 20, 30 years ago, where they don't go. And they hand over this baton, this running, this race, for a generation where they go dig out. Doctor, I want to talk for ambassadors and say, before this event, where come out in the open like this, many ambassadors, including me, will not be know the history, will not be understand the history to this extent. Each person will know in part, each person will know in part, each person will know in part. But the fact say, time don't reach where our forefathers we talk say we go grow up for fight and for take back our land, it don't reach. When we feel come together from different corners, each person will contribute in own small quarter where they know. Like all the blind people, they will come together, put their findings about the elephant, each one to talk their own part. As they join all their findings, they discover that elephant was mightier than what each one of them will explain. Just for tell the Amazonians, they say they get a right to their land and a right to their culture and a right to their forefathers' graves and their land. La Republic, we play the worst foolishness where no real human beings they go fit play am. That they just ask you for a few modification them, you deny. You not only deny, you start for kill because they be check say they get power, like Russia and Ukraine. They be check say they get power, and so if we come out now with power, we go finish with them. But they don't know. Say prophecy na word wey God dey talk am, and God will use even jackass, donkey for talk. God not the tongue now only for people the way they be spirit filled. If not, that donkey that saved the life of Balaam until God opened the IC angel where don't stand for slay, the jackass will don't be for heaven. So God will use any kind person. God will even use Satan. Job not be no in relationship with God until a conversation ensure between God and the devil. Then it talk about the importance and the righteousness of Job. Just like today, we get a number of Amazonians where they act the part of Satan for make sure, say the true Amazonians make them understand which way did they go. So we need such people in the society who will tell lies, who will frame stories, who will gossip, and who will do everything and anything for let me be in bondage, so that our eyes go open the more and we know how we dey fight and how we dey stand. And they don't make them. It don't be very clear. As if just like God go solve the problem, God not solve the problem. What did they do? They result into so many other fragmentations in order that they can weaken the Amazonian people and bring them on their knees for accept their terms of coexisting and under bondage and slavery. But they don't discover. Say truly, that thing for work as human beings they plan. But people the way they plan with God, they make a difference. And I think that will want make Amazonians they know. Say because this struggle, we don't be handed over to God, and God now it make the difference. That is why La Republic they use every means and every form of intimidation. They intimidate our people. They do all kind in the way they do. But unfortunately for them, with all the way they do, it not defeat bear fruit. Why it not defeat bear fruit? Because they don't know. Because they don't know. They never understand which way our forefathers they be vow, and then they make a move vow before they go. They be talk say, we go wake up, we go put the pieces of history together, so that when we make the pieces of history together, they go make sense. Now the time don't reach. We don't make the pieces of history together, and these pieces of history where we don't put them together, they don't really make sense for the people. The way number one, they fight for themselves. Number two, they not fight only for themselves, they fight for other people. Like the word talk say, make you not take care only of your things, but make you take care of the things of other people. The well-meaning ambassadors, they don't read that word, they don't come up, they don't get them in their spirits and in their mind. And that is why they fight. A person like doctor, a person like me, where do we fight for? We time don't begin come. Because the word talk say, if they live up to 70, and then they feel multiply by the reason of strength. If you go above 70, 70 now wait 70 years. 70 years. At the age of 70 years, going forward, what pleasure do you derive in flying aeroplane to go to anywhere? You go for the Caribbean for go do it. If you surf on top of water, you feed the that way they begin to roll on top, so where the sketch. If you do them, no, you know if you do them, you broke your leg and then you go quickly to heaven. So, but if we still fight today, it because we know say we get a posterity where they come behind. I will not allow this posterity for grow up for be slaves. Doctor, I go tell you sincerely, say, before the teachers and the lawyers, the one come up, picking the way they don't go finish doctorate, master's degree, they come out, they fight slapper with their papa for house. Papa for 60, 63, 65. They fight for where the same self-pass. Because work no day. Work no day. And why work no day? Now because that old people them, chief people them, they don't take everything. And then the intellectuals, the way they feed, make them make research, develop things them. They know they give them that chance for go study. They leave them. They work and go die for desert. Say they go for green pastures. Now, Europeans and the other white country, they don't look at them like the worst. Meanwhile, more minerals buried in the ground the day for Africa than in some of these European countries. But because they know their history, doctor, I tell you, sir, they look what we call and say timeline for here. I watch war them. I see war. My God, my God, my God. For one of the wars, 2 million people died from one country. Another joint country them, 1 million people then die. So that period of that war, it killed 3 million people. 3 million in the 1880s. You know, in the 1880s. So we see say the people that fight so they can't establish. Now, here we did for the 21st century. When we don't read this thing them, see the place where they make mistake, then we correct ourselves. Yet we deny and we go now for establish our own history. And any man way to go for establish history, now like man way to go for clear black bush for country now, bush way they never ever clear them before. So they go for clear black bush. And when you go for clear black bush, get ready for the thing the way they don't need it for hundreds and thousands of years. For that bush where no man never touch them. So get ready for face the music. But if you do want to go for bush where they don't clear them before, of course, you know, we'll go through the thing way to go through. But some of our people, where they get sense, where they don't bewitch them, they read this. Of course, doctor, I want to say many of them don't know this history. Many of them, they don't know this history. Because as early as 1970 upward, they cut off everything about our history, from primary school to secondary school to university. They cut it off. Then they bring you European history, the storming of the Bastille, 1889. They bring you 1789, 1790, and Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI. And they tell you about Voltaire and tell you about all those kind of things. They don't tell you about way to way happened with our forefathers before the German Cameroons even came in. They don't. And a history that way if you dig them out, how were our parents, how they be live, which kind of communication they be get, and how they be communicate, and so on and so forth. They never teach you all that in them. They can't teach you European. Then European they go right say that they may discover River Mongo, that they will discover River Niger. So you want to discover some people they know we did it. When are you they can't discover them? Then how you do now? How now you can't discover them? All those kind of things them. That kind of rubbish that way they start for teach you for plant and for we head. For no say now white people they can't do this until tomorrow. Many Ambazonians, sorry to say, they don't be deceived in their craftiness and they don't follow the nonsense way it go on now with La Republic. But from the history we don't read them, where that representative of British of United Nations for Ambazonia in the 1950s and for 61 where the British High Commissioner, if you order me to give the instrument of our independence to La Republic
Now,
of Cameroon.
ambassador, the British ambassador for Yaoundé, he ordered the one for because he get the instruction from Queen, yeah. So he passed the instruction for the man for Boya. Said, "Hey, Mr. Field, you better hand over the instrument of power to Aijo, and they do them for airport, Kiku airport. Where punch at up, they look at him like say, oh, it be bad, eh?
Yes.
It be a sad
story. That was enough humiliation. That was enough. Now, if you've been for this time, war for start right for there. They will hold us
Yep.
a huge of a strangler. But because the Ambazonian man, he will still be very naive in the sense of not naiveness, but in the sense of being a humble man, in the sense of being somebody where you know one palaver. We'll just live and make peace reign. Then the peace don't reign, so they come into pieces. Where they will even talk lie, say they will rebuild our land. They give them money, they take up, buy guns, can't start for the should we, and so on and so forth. So we talk this history, so that make the black legs them, the black legs them, and the enablers, make they know say, wait way did you do today, now the two way the people the way they be there in darkness at that time, they be do them, but with the sincerity of their hearts, because they not be know. They not be know. So Ambazonia, we wanna wake up, when I don't be coup plotters, we wanna wake up. If we don't see anything where the interim government they carry on where we don't like them, resign quietly and sit you quietly, or do your own way where you do them. Not be the one way you go turn around, begin to kill the same people the way when they say when they fight the same battle. And you where you kill the people where they do for your house where you say they fight the battle, you are doing nothing with the invaders. Now listen, the truth of God is get for stand, and any man will stand for defend himself, we no get power, Papa God will defend that person. Papa God don't step in, he don't defend Ambazonia, and it is still defend Ambazonia. And guess what? You are wasting your time. Make France call another meeting, call them elites. He don't call the boys the way they don't leave their palaces, go to stay for Yaoundé for boys quarter. They don't call them, may they come, may they talk. They don't go there, they don't come out with it, nothing. They don't cross over and go for church. Church where La Republique, it killed their bishops, killed their priests, designate them. Now they don't go back saying at them, because a few of them, they still chop the crumbs that are coming from that demonic, satanic government. Well, may they try all the means where they try. May they dodge the one way we don't endorse them. We go by the voices of the people. The people of Ambazonia don't talk say La Republique. Always for talk say this one be an internal problem. You don't fail. For CC not be an internal problem. It will be an external problem, and we must solve it externally. Whether you do wait you, we do wait you for Swiss. We will go for that Swiss discussion. Me, you can't bring your case for that place. Doctor, I don't hear say the people the way that they persuade La Republique and they fool them, make many of them perish. Say now some of these scout boys, these bootlickers, these slave boys in the palaces of Itudi, like Nguti, like Philemon Young, and like Musonge. Say now those slave boys, they talk say, no, no go for that table yet. No go for that table. Say Nguti be been at the lawyer for La Republique for fight against we in many of the cases. Now it is time for La Republique. Whenever there was something
The Banjul, the Banjul delegation. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Now he be the person for the stand against us at that time. But today, it don't come out for really proof. Say yes, it be a devil incarnate, it be wicked. Whether another a woman where they give you, man, no, because Ahab, the story of Ahab and Jezebel. Ahab, she don't you quiet. Now Jezebel be the rule. Ahab will just come out, can't execute where Jezebel don't talk. And when Jezebel when Ahab not act fine, Jezebel not be the KSF for just caution for public, disgracing for public, and all that kind of thing. Them. It could be that is the situation. But Ambazonians, we're gonna listen very well. Our battle, it don't be won. In the spirit, we are already in Ambazonia. Now just the physical. And that physical, it needs your hand of support, and it needs my hand of support. Bring your wisdom, bring your money. This Sunday, now Sunday, where the first support will come. Now this Sunday.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, now this Sunday.
This Sunday, we will stretch our hands for support, boy. We will invite you, make you not fail for come. Sunday, the 17th of now 17, Abby? Yes, 17th of April, 2022. One for stretch forth your hand, support boy. One for tell that disunity forces of the devil where they call say unity forces, where they don't go for try to kill all the very fierce fighters and defenders of the people of Amazonia, say they will not succeed. We're not going to succeed. God knows you people, and we know now. You'll be fished out, and then it will be the hunter becoming the hunted. So what's that for hunt now? So, but with one talk say, if you be a true Ambazonian, join we for Sunday and prove not only with their words, prove with their action. Say this so, truly speaking, you stand for Ambazonia. Over to you, doctor.
I just wanted to highlight something where you talk about this, our people where they go study and they not get anything, they fight with maroon slippers. It be very pathetic and not true. They fight with maroon slippers for house. They not get anything. You know, the system be made up because they know. Say the union not be complete. So Ngwakele, they use Ngwakele as a dead zone, the first university. It be a dead zone. Can you imagine? It will be a common thing. Person command, go there. Majority of the lectures it will be in French. I had a late uncle where it takes 6 years for do first degree for Ngwakele. Every year repeat, then go, then repeat for one first year, then go for second year, repeat again, 2 years for second year, third year, 2 years, making 6 years. Then that time it come on now, go ENAM for School of Administration, it do 3 years. 3 plus 6 is 9. So many people they get that. Sometimes because they give you opportunity for repeat class. If you repeat class, you know pass, you know go for second year, then winter take you off. You are on mandate for that university. Don't finish. Your book don't finish. Then you look at the that time. You see brain killer, brain drain. A lot of people when they not get anything, they be forced to go to neighboring countries like Nigeria, other countries for study. But very bright science student them, where they come out for high school from Southern Cameroon, when they come for that Ngwakele, the syllabus, the curriculum be different. They start teach them now for French, for some foreign language, and many of them they end up a thing when low faculty way for other countries be very difficult for enter. Law will be an alternative, a short alternative. A bright student where if he do science very well, it come out high school, it go now, it not be cope, it don't exhaust all the options. Then the other alternative, that for change faculty, go do law. And not only that, once you don't finish, if you don't get some godfather, you will end up with that certificate for house again. With so we get many places they get plenty degree. They don't go someone they go do masters, someone they go do other degree. They end up if they not get they not find a way for civil service and all of that. Then this so-called ENS, it will be a big saga. The people that they use 6 million for Bayam, some people then 12 million for Bayam, all kind of kind thing. Then conclude that they will begin buy. If you don't get money, you are not finished. So it don't be terrible. And our people they don't stomach this thing and they can't say enough is enough. No doubt. When they see the opportunity, say, we know that the way they no, something there, and they come find and say there is an incomplete business. Say they take we like slaves. They take we because they look at us and they check say we will be fools. With our parents, they make fool. After all, they will vote against April 21st, 1961 for United Nations. They say they no one that union, and we force ourselves for that union. How the union could be, it will be done. They turn we now for assimilate we as that man if we talk for France say If they don't try always to assimilate with, worker. Now, me, I will talk. I don't know whether we'll get enough minute, Pastor. I want to talk about the flag, our national emblem, the
Yes.
flag.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The
Go ahead. You
flag.
have about 30 minutes more.
Okay. Yeah, the flag is the national emblems. One of them we'll talk another time, but we'll talk about the two major emblems: the national anthem and the flag. The national anthem, um, this national anthem, and the flag, after the 1995 delegation to the United Nations, when they come back, our elder they sit down, they say no. They say the chop don't start for dawn. We need to get a national anthem, and we need to get a flag. We will not sit down until. So they call out for competition. They form a committee for look at our emblems, and that committee they start with a flag. So several designs it will be done, but this present one we will get where I think the House of Representative when they meet for Boya, or this time where they don't start for meet, maybe they fit sit debate on it, because the flag where that committee they will sit down, that flag it will get now 14 stars. I will explain. 14 stars, but 13 stars they round up, they round the bird, all right? Around the bird where they for center, for now 13 stars they round, and that 13 stars it stands for 13 counties. Then now golden star, because our Southern Cameroon were really rich in gold and many other black gold. All right. Now the the 14th star, that bird for inside the middle for our flag is for the big. It's supposed to carry some star. That star is the Federal Capital Territory. But with the same, some person don't go temper with our flag, but if the now interim House of Representatives will talk about that one. The bird is supposed to carry some star, the golden star, and that star is the Federal Capital Territory. Then the stripe will be blue and white. They are supposed to be 14. 13 of the first 13 stripes, they represent the 13 counties, and the stripe number 14, it represents the Federal Capital Territory. The dove will carry the star on a beak for a mouth. That dove represents peace. And in the next broadcast, we'll tell you about the meaning of those colors, blue and white, and also the flag against a particular length and a particular width. Pastor, if you don't hear about these ones,
No,
hello.
I never hear. I never hear that.
Repeat now. Hear fine. Hear very well. I don't go dig them.
That one in a current event.
I don't go far from Mungbing. The committee where they will sit for do this, our emblems. All right.
Uh-huh. Yes.
They put them as competition. They draw up come by come flag and bring them. The one who will get them today, now the one will be win competition, but they don't temper with something that for this flag will get them today. The flag, it get 13 stars where it surround that bird. All right? That 13 stars when are golden stars, they represent our 13 counties from the 3 zones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Star number 14. That bird they carry it for a mouth. It get to carry a star number 14 when a federal capital territory. Did you hear now?
Okay.
Did you
Yes.
hear
So that peace plan where he carry am for a mob, so you know be
No,
supposed
no,
to
no,
be
no.
so.
That peace plan, that one, na lawful.
Okay.
Ambazonia, when I hear fine, the original flag, that bird will carry now some golden star. That golden star represent our federal capital territory. Boya for now, all right? Now, the stripe, that line they where they there for flag, where they run front and back. That line, the horizontal lines, they supposed to be 14 of them. The first 13 lines, blue and white, it represent the 13 counties. The last line for our emblem flag, it represents the federal capital territory. But when you count now, the flag now be about. I don't go make a small research before this broadcast. I sit there with the flag we will carry all over the place. Now only 9 lines. You don't get any meaning.
It's just, okay, that 9 stripes. That 9 stripe line them.
Yeah. They don't omit 5 other lines. Wait, now the 3 counties and 5 other
the
lines.
3 counties and the 3 counties
federal
and
capital territory.
capital. Okay.
Yeah, federal capital territory.
Okay. Wow.
So for the next broadcast, we will hear the news about the blue and the white, what they stand for. Then the particular length is there for the flag, and the particular width there for the flag. It be uniform. Then when we look at the national anthem, they will make competition. You will form the anthem, then you can play the anthem in front of the committee. The committee could look at the lyrics of the anthem, and they will judge on how patriotic the lyrics there, and what will be the lyrics. What are the attributes? The lyrics they attribute that for who? So now this one where we come because some other anthem, the other songs will be there. The other one, la 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 la. That one, the SCNC group, they will promote that one so much. But time where the Ayutabe administration come in, this other anthem, this present one will come in. It overtake all other previous proposed anthems, because this one will come in. It promote God. It recognize God as the force behind our revolution, and it see the hand of God in everything. And the lyrics it overtake all other anthems, and it be widely acceptable all over the place now.
Wow.
That's why we have that anthem.
Wow.
So then they say the code of arms. We shall talk about the code. It be classified now. It's classified. Okay, the code of arms is classified. So
yeah. Doctor, somebody said that our revolution now advanced to a point where we almost enter our house, because you declassify a lot of things where they will be classified. So somebody say, so Dr. Tata don't join up for the declassified things. I say, no, when you don't reach a point where you don't want to go for inside your house, what are you
but will you see the anthem be classified?
No, of course, that's what
all over the place. All right.
Yes.
The flag there all over the place.
Yes, that's what we are saying. Say you don't declassify a lot of things where they will be classified. I remember in some of the meetings for prayer meeting, we want to talk something, you say, oh, leave that one is classified. So some people started calling you the doctor of classification. So now that you are declassifying a lot of things, it will also be known. Well, thank you very much, doctor, for that symbols, for those symbols where you don't just make Ambazonian people, they made they know, say it is so. Ambazonians, they know the just take something, do them just for doing sake. You know, they know which way they do, and they understand which way they do, and they mean which way they do. So when Ambazonians know and understand which way they do, we want to tell the Ambazonian people, say time don't reach where true Ambazonians, they give for continue for sacrifice, sacrifice, and don't eat your breakfast and sometimes miss your lunch. Packet that small thing for help the other person where it dey for inside bush, where it don't put trap, for make sure say may they enable us and the people of other country where they want for cease with land, may they come out. So that is why we sacrifice. And one for also tell Ambazonians then, where social media, it don't be the source of their information. So sometimes that social media, it mislead. It make you for believe a lot of things the way they put you in the negative. And then you condemn the righteous, and then you justify the wicked. Where it not be very much out of wisdom, where God Almighty he talk. One for talk for we say in this period of our history where we did build, where we did reconstruct, because many of you, not a few, even me and some of us who are relating the history, we know just in part, because as I talk, at a very young age, they start to deprive we from the real original history of our land. But today, with the knowledge increasing, we discover say La Republique, you don't always use this game. But I remember yesterday where the SOS, whether on Tuesday, the Secretary of State in charge of communication, will be revealed for we how that La Republique will always choose the best of our people, deceive them with a position, and then set confusion in their midst. I do not know right now whether it's the same scenario that made people like Frundi to surrender body and soul to La Republique. The time that he was coming up, La Republique picked up Achidi Achu, who is from the same village, and pinch him against Nifrundi. And that was Nifrundi's end. We remember that accountant and Musonge as an engineer, in their wisdom and their talented, positions, they want to make Ambazonia great again, as we did in the days of PK Kale, and as we did in the days of Ngumjua, and so on. La Republique quickly picked them up, give them shadow positions, position where they know if you do know nothing. Chief John Gute, he be a talented traditional ruler, full of wisdom. They pick you up, make a window dressing, say a prime minister, window dressing. As they make it that window dressing, for which way it day, of course, he stand up for duty, for fight against his own people, I need to do them to him successfully, but he don't know. Say to repeat the history where he plunge an average Ambazonia into the mess in which we are today. We bring this history for make Ambazonia, make they sit or make they think. Because if you don't sit or think, by hearing and noticing this history. You will make the same mistake. You will point fingers. Oh, Dr. Sako is this. Oh, the interim government is this. Oh, when at the same La Republic, they play the same old game, but in different scenarios, in different tunes. Sometimes they bring choir. When you say choir, they shout. It will bring all the divisions of the choir in different parts. The solo, the duet, the triplet, the quadruplet, and the other thing them. You're going to bring them one by one, finish you, bring you, finish you, bring you, finish you, bring you, finish you. We don't wise. We don't wise. That is why we bring this history. So I mean, look at your brother, look at your sister. Well, I probably don't sponsor them for kill you. Either kill that your person where you want to kill you, or you walk away to safety. So Ambazonian, we did say all this history so that make bloodshed and not repeat itself as we repeat at that time. And that is why at this point, at this juncture, I will ask Dr. Tata for give we final closing remarks, and then we'll call it quit for today. Over to you, Doctor.
Fellow Ambazonians, our problem not make me person push we say na Anglophone problem. I think we say Atangaji was right that there is no Anglophone problem. There is Southern Cameroon problem. So he was his emphasis was on there is no. I will say this and I will say this tomorrow. There is no Anglophone problem. Yes, I agree with that because Chiroma Isa can speak English. The daughter can speak Queen's English. Saadu Ayatu can speak English very well. The former Minister of Agriculture under Aijo and Biya administration, Saadu Ayatu, was very good. When he speaks English like this, you will not believe that this is somewhere from East Cameroon. So that does not make them, they're Anglophones, yes, by the way they speak, but that does not make them to be part of Southern Cameroon. Anglophones, I mean, our people, may Ambazonia, may when I shine when I eye, because they talk, when somebody say the Anglophone problem, is not, there is no Anglophone problem. There is the Southern Cameroon problem. Stay tuned because some big announcement they come tomorrow when we demand our FM Isubu. President will come up tomorrow with some big announcement. So stay tuned. Join with for Sunday for support Bowie County. All right. That is the little thing I can say now. You see, I've classified that announcement because it is the right of the president to do that.
Yes. We get for ABC, we get historian the way they just can't blow anything and everything on the air. I don't see some very sad thing where they go around on social media. To me, it's still be classified. I know we're talking for here, but here social media don't make noise. See, there are some things where we fit talk on social media, but some people they be very flippant. Where did they let the cat out of the bag before we reach place where you give a go? And then when you leave the cat out of the bag before it's time, what happens? You destroy everything. Oh no, you delay the course. You cannot destroy, but you delay the course. I want for make Ambazonians make them know say this fight way with the fight, so we'll not just fight foolishly. No, it's not foolish. I don't tell we brothers and sisters where they for ground they support we. They stand the defense. Say they are not fools. So when a friend give you an advice, take to that advice. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, now you go rejoice because you be take to the advice. But unfortunately, when we sing, sometimes we sing with the spiritual mind. There's some people they be very carnal. where they call God where they don't know. The one for insult we, where we say we do overtake it to ourselves. So what we have to talk now say this history where we bring them now for two important things for we for learn and not make mistake as they make them, and for we for learn for execute this fight we do for our hands so that tomorrow our children no go come back for come execute them. You know, as we tell now, many people in there outside where they come up from Amazonia, and the other people that they use their brain, they use them, these people them very very sadly, and they bring development for their countries. They bring, you know, like place where they is one medical doctor from here. That doctor, one medical doctor, that man,
Mhm.
that is the government for this tongue in the use that man so the man the worker plate and go for here and go for here, go for here. So but now somebody from our hometown, I mean a doctor of repute, I'm telling you, if you go there they just call your name, say they come the hospital where you go. That's why sometimes they need to make announcement, say you go come visit this hospital, it just appear when they make announcement. Now so many people they will go for there, and it will work very fine. But we say come out from Amazonia, from Amazonia.
Mhm.
Now if we make our land be comfortable and suitable. He's still a young man, you know, he's still a young man. If we make our hometown comfortable and suitable, we'll get this kind of people. They go like to come back, come express and show their talent to their people and save their people, not to die prematurely and not to die without accomplishing. But what are we doing? We did drive them out. Why? Because we did never learn history. And any country where did never learn its own history, you know if it grow. You know if it grow.
Mhm.
So I want to talk to ambassador and don't grow so they cross boundary. When I hear some people they talk say, you're talking about a land where you know they exist. Does ambassador not exist? Of course it exists. So don't tell me it doesn't exist. Don't tell me say no they exist because they exist. If you know they exist, the number of people really don't go kill them for day. They don't finish them. Just like the prophecy be talk. Say yes, it did so when they go don't wake up, we are going to do everything possible. We are not going to see them. And in this way they happen. Like the people don't do everything possible. Form all kind meeting them. Send all kind of black leg them. Change some other one them. Change the name. Like the name we talk Anglophone. I'm not an Anglophone. Or I am an Anglophone in the sense that I speak English. And any other person who speak English, I'm an Anglophone, but I'm not from Nigeria. You know, I
Mhm.
am an Ambazonian, not only Anglophone. Anglophone, any man if you talk that Anglais, as they call him. So they call him for their word Englishman. Who is an Englishman? Any person who can speak English, they call you Englishman. Yeah. So Ambazonians, you come from a land will be distinct, your culture be distinct, your language be distinct, your
Mhm.
honesty be distinct, everything about you it be very distinct. That is why as they be claim say will be small, they don't just merge with Nigeria. They don't just merge with the Republic of Cameroon. Why do not be talking about join Congo or may join the other may join Gabon? Well, Gabon is very small compared to Amazonia. Why do not be telling me join Gabon? I say game be don't go and Satan be no. Say if they leave these people, the whole world will go after him. As they be talk about Gamaliels in the council where Gamaliel be there. They say this man, all man go follow Gamaliel. Gamaliel talk say no. If he be of God, he go stand. But if he not be of God, they will waste their time. And he gave examples. So Ambazonians, all these examples, the way we talk for here, they give for una. Now for sure we say God it don't help for we for know we history, and he give we this opportunity for chart our history ahead, charge it to go ahead. So if you be that one of that person where you get that belief, that strong standing, say our land, it get a history, a historical background where I get a contribution for Meckham. My dear friend, don't hesitate. Join your LGA. Go to your county, contribute your quarter there. And when you do that, you'll be becoming one of those people that God, you don't talk, say, you must fulfill my purpose. So I want to thank the Amazonian people and for telling when I say, God willing, I don't know how tomorrow will look like. Saturday. Saturday na good Friday, na good Saturday or na bad Saturday, doctor. Anyway, whatever they
No,
call
Easter
it.
Saturday. Easter Saturday.
Easter Saturday. Doctor, I got up this morning and I was thinking very seriously. For talk say this history of Easter, where did they talk so? Why they were called today say Good Friday? Me, I be checking they will call and say Good Bad Friday. I mean bad Good Friday. Bad come first. Bad Friday in the sense that Jesus be suffer. Because every man they suffer, it not be good. Jesus be suffer, sweat. So we first talk say bad Friday. Then after some time, we now conclude say Good Friday. Why we talk Good Friday? We talk Good Friday because he be die for bring with salvation. Now the good part that. So today for being a bad Friday and possibly Sunday, it will be a good Sunday. But anyway, as the world don't talk say Good Friday, that means that they will cancel all the bad, all the suffering, all the pain. They cancel them, they forget them. Just like they say, when woman one born pikin, now so the pain. But as soon as pikin come out, now so the woman is rejoice, now say they glad because you don't. So I check saying now for that kind scenario where they take this Jesus is suffer, then they just turn them, they call us a Good Friday. Okay, more accept and so. But me, I know say he suffer well. You know, he suffer well. And Ambazonians, very soon you will get good Ambazonia. Like Jesus will get Good Friday. Because that suffer way, we don't suffer. Good Ambazonia, it come up for day as we continue for trust God. All right, I will want to leave you for this piece of music with my beloved sister Chioma Jesus, and then we go over to Reverend Sama. We go close way for today. So just sit back on Easter Day and enjoy this piece of music as we call it quit on Church and Politics. Sorry, on our history. Church and politics never die. Church and politics will be coming back very shortly. It never die. We gather enough materials for church and politics. And when we come back, it will be powerful. So those of you who want to do for church, and want to still fear politics, and those who want to be politician, and want to still fear church, we come. Because this one a period to teach. Ambazonia must be all round. You know, she don't leave no stone unturned in every aspect and in every area. And just note also, Ambazonia, I'll be bringing in somebody here who can talk to us about business. Some unscrupulous coup plotters, they don't take Bitcoin. They use it like a weapon. But I bring somebody here who will tell me about Bitcoin so that make you know. Say Bitcoin, a way to way those liars and thieves, where they don't thief Ambazonia money, they don't begin talk. All right, over to you, Sister Jesus.
Oh, Almighty Father, Papa, now you love me so, and you know my name. I give you glory, Abba Father. You know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. You know my name, oh Daddy. You know me, you know my name. I can see your hand in my life. Lord, I see your love upon me. Every time I look around, now you are the see. Every time I turn around, now you are the view. I dey hear your voice in my heart. Lord, I feel your love over me. Every time I look around, now you are the see. Every time I turn around, now you are the pillow.